it early, but today we are doing, I'm doing similar to what I did for the, for MRCA, where I'm going to fill out a bracket. And since I have to do 3 brackets, I'm going to hopefully try to do this a little bit quicker. I stole these brackets from the NHRL Discord. I believe they were created by, I think it was, this was posted by Glenn Boxall. So I didn't make these, I stole them. I'm obviously not competing, so Hodag and Bigfoot will not even be there. I'll be watching, and unfortunately, I'll be missing part of it because I'm going to go see Wicked this weekend, but I will still be able to at least watch the primetime live. And to ask Randomness Regularly's question, I've never actually played War Thunder. I do play a lot of video games, I just haven't played War Thunder specifically. We're going to start with 30s. Or was I going to start? Yeah, I guess I have 30s open. We're going to go in reverse order, I guess. We're going to start with 30s because I was already looking at it. I got Termigator and Anxiety. I don't know 30s as much because I don't think about them quite as much. Anxiety doesn't have apparently that many. Current streak 2. Been around. Only 7 events, 11 total fights. So this is supposed to be a closer matchup. 3 events in the last year. Percentage. Not exactly much to go off of, so I'm not going to think about it too much. You know what? I'm going to go with Anxiety. Yeah, I think Anxiety. I think Undercutters are doing well. It's kind of a weird thing. Okay. Jubilee and Overlord. Do these links work? Oh, these links do work. Thank God. Oh. Jubilee. So we got the Brazilians. Sorry, if I end up going through it quick, it's because we're going to have to do a lot of these. And some of these I don't know offhand. I know Jubilee, that was, I think, at the last one in December. And that's the Brazilians. I don't like Overlord. Overlord finds itself, it's always like falling on its back. So I'm kind of leaning against, though, that's definitely going to go Jubilee. I think Overlord, I always feel is not very stable. And we got Phenomenon. I think they're definitely interesting in person, and I feel like from a how am I trying to put this? Am I not seeing this one? Benguela ZS? Not seeing Benguela ZS on this list. So I think I'll go with Phenomenon for this one. Yeah, I don't know. 30s are fun to watch. I've never actually made a 30, so I don't. They're definitely for more of a spectacle. Undertaker versus Vorion. Undertaker. Vorion. Undertaker. We got a more basic drum versus Vorion. Don't know as. I feel like I should know more about Vorion. Sounds familiar. I do think it's kind of interesting because 30s, you don't need nearly as high of a win percentage to qualify. I think I'm going to go with... I almost want to go with Undertaker. Yeah, I mean, that's a higher seed. Waddles in floor letter word. It's gonna be. I feel like this is not as interesting. I have much less to say about them. I know I should have just started with Waddle. Oh, I think I've seen a couple of these fights. This actually has more information than a lot of these other ones. I think they are gonna have flamethrowers for. Because in the last events, they only had it for the 3s. And I know that's going to matter once we get to... whichever one it is. I'm forgetting what... But it's going to matter soon. Waddles. A lot more events than floor letter word. I can't remember what floor letter word is, but... I think I go with Waddles, because I can't remember what floor letter word is. Little Lash and Macabot. I'm probably leaning towards Little Lash on this one, but I want to see what Macabot is. Part of me... Oh, huge mid-cutter. I've been tempted to make a Whiplash style robot. Haven't quite. But I don't know when. I don't think it. I've got too many robots right now. We got 2 events. I don't know. I do feel like Little Lash got a lot of like forfeits. We got 2 forfeits, so. But I don't think they're going out in the first round. Well, maybe later they might not make it. Go to the far side, Chang'e. Dead Rise. This is by the Cryptid Robotics guy. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be biased for him or against him. Although he did recently go to Team Honeycracked. Which low-key, when I heard that he went to Team Honeycracked, I was like, thank God. Because I'm using Team Cryptid Robotics. Kill Switch. Oh, this was Kill Switch. I remember Kill Switch. I was actually at that June event when Kill Switch was there. Although I think Dead Rise is a bit more... I get only 2 events. I don't know. I feel like some of Kill Switch's fights, it was like close. So I think I'm going to go with Dead Rise on that one. Okay, now we're getting to some of the losses. Overlord. Okay, I think Overlord ends up taking this one. I can't remember Benquella. I don't have anything on that. So. You think Kill Switch would beat Dead Rise? Because Dead Rise was not at the... Oh, it was in May. True. I don't know. I still think Dead Rise. I think Dead Rise seems pretty consistent. Synthesis 30 and Jump Rope. Synthesis 30 has a long... We're going to push these all the way to the right so I don't... Synthesis 30, that's been to a lot of events. Jump Rope I saw get torn up by a lot. I think Jump... 0.33% win rate? Damn, they let anybody's in the finals for 30s. No offense, but 0.33? I don't want to. It is a pretty interesting robot. I don't like have anything against that robot, but that win rate, damn. Yeah, so especially against Synthesis 30, I'd be silly to pick Jump Rope. Maybe Colossal Avian and Allen by crowd. I don't know, against Colossal Avian. I'm a fan. I like Colossal Avian, but does that mean that I think it will win? Oh, against Allen. I don't know. I saw a couple of Allen's fights and I was not impressed. I'm kind of surprised it made it to finals. Honestly, I would probably take Jump Rope over Allen based on what I've saw, but lost against. Okay, one of its ones was a forfeit and it won by judge decision, but I'm gonna go with Colossal Avian. I would be remiss to not pick Colossal Avian because I really like this robot. When we get further to the end, I might slow down a little bit. Or if but for now, Termigator, Megatron, Kablooey Tango. It's an undercutter. That's a good, I'm trying to remember her name. Is that Lene Cushing? Is for Kablooey Tango? Because I feel like it's switched, like, team leaders. Like, it's multiple people on that team. Kablooey Tango is a pretty cool robot. I don't remember Goose. Oh, that does feel like a glaring omission having Pepe Sylvian out there. There's always exciting stuff when Pepe Sylvia is there. I think I'm gonna have to go with Kablooey Tango on this one because it's did beat Vorion, so let's against Kablooey Tango. Because it had a lot of forfeits at the last one. Yeah, there were 3 forfeits. It only won one event. It only won one fight at the last event. I'm forgetting his name too. I should know it, but tap out. Yeah, I think. The thing is, against Jubilee. I think I will take Kablooey Tango, just barely. Luke Quinn. I've entirely too many tabs open. I'm not gonna look it up. I think Chrome would explode. Okay, now I got Floor Letter Word and Macabot. Floor Letter Word, it's weird that doesn't say what it is, Macabot. It's insane to me that they don't have more information about robots that are qualified, but because Macabot, we're talking 33, Floor Letter Word, 107. I think I'm gonna go with Macabot on this one. So we can delete our Floor Letter Word tab. Macabot going forward. Red Storm and Kratos. Ooh, I'm a fan. I'm partial to Red Storm. This feels like Kratos. That's a big spinner, ain't it? But yeah, Red Storm. We got nice control robot versus Kratos. I don't know. I feel like Red Storm is just gonna like eat like up. a full body spinner for breakfast. I feel like that's exactly who he wants to fight. Just control it. Not even let him spin up. Spin up? So I'm going to give that to Red Storm. So then we got Emulsifier. They always like to... because I don't think Emulsifier is going to win this year. Spoiler. I don't think that. But they're going to make it pretty far. Emperor. I don't know. I've never been super impressed by Emperor despite its record. But yeah, against Emulsifier. Because I think against Lost a Little Lash, I guess it is. Because yeah, it qualified by a forfeit and like 1 win. Which is always silly about the 30s. It's like, oh, you win 1 fight and you qualify for finals. Okay. We'll go back over here. We got Ares and Anxiety. Well, Ares got in with a bye. But yeah, I think that's... I have to go Ares on that one. Sorry. I'm not sure which... Did I not fill something out? Oh, I didn't fill this one out. Kratos versus Emperor. I think I had Kratos. I knew I didn't fill something out. Oh, this one's not filled in either. Okay. Oh, did I not fill in Jump Rope and Alan? Oh, that's because it was one of the loser ones. Alan, Jump Rope. I think I'm gonna go Jump Rope against Alan. I don't know, man. I think, well, because I think you're... Well, because when you simulate it, there's like small things that you can't simulate in... You're gonna Jump Rope. Because I think, like, Pipeline Punch, you're not factoring in, like, the driver and, like, the little minutia that keeps it more, like, more... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, more durable than other robots, like the small stuff. What is this bracket? I feel like I'm missing something. I guess we'll keep going. Jubilee and Phenomenon. Got the Brazilians mid-cutter and Phenomenon. I'm trying to remember which one's Phenomenon. Phenomenon is ranked pretty high and has been to a lot of events this year. Although Jubilee did really well. Because they did win the whole event, so... But I think... Because... Wait, who did Jubilee beat? Chonkeeve? I mean, I do think Chonkeeve is on a lot of people's final... At least in the finals, if not winning it. Because I think everybody... Ooh, a lot of Jubilee's wins are against not nearly as terrifying of robots as some other. So I'm going to go actually with Phenomenon in this one. Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take either. So we got Waddles and Little Lash. I don't remember which one. Waddles we got. Oh yeah, I think this has to go to Little Lash. Chonky versus Dead Rise. Yeah, I think I'm versus Chonky. Because have they fought before? Chonky is terrifying. Number 2 seed. Yeah, do we see Dead Rise on here? Cancel? No, I didn't want to do that. No, they haven't fought Dead Rise. But I still think it goes to Chonky. Whoops. Not want to do that. Anxiety and Overlord. Oh my god. Yeah, Overlord, not a huge fan of. And Anxiety. Did I not? I don't have it open. Okay, yeah, the Undercutter. I think I still have Anxiety for this one. Versus Overlord. Red Storm versus Chonky. Ooh, that'd be... I don't know if Red Storm's... Because Red Storm's good, but there's a lot of killers. Yeah, I think I'm giving this to Anxiety. Synthesis 30 and Colossal Avian. I think this might be when Colossal Avian. Yeah, they probably fight before them. Because I feel like I've seen... Have they fought? Synthesis 30. They fought them end of last year, lost. They did beat them this year, but I don't remember. I didn't watch that fight. Maybe we think Colossal Avian can I think Colossal Avian can take this one. Because they have beat him in the past. I think if they can do it again, they can do it once. Termigator. I don't even remember the hell Termigator. Oh yeah, that was Termigator. I think Jubilee takes this one. Then I think Termigator. Well, yeah, I don't have that one open. Megatron. I don't need to. I already know about Megatron. We don't need to open that one. I think that's gonna beat Kablooey Tango. Sorry to Kablooey Tango fans, but Megatron's going pretty far. Red Storm and Emulsifier. Oh shit. We're already in the second round and this is a fucking crazy fight. Do I think Red Storm can beat Emulsifier? Or do I... Because I think Emulsifier is one of those that like... I don't think it's bulletproof. And I think... Because... Have they fought? Have they not fought? Wild. Oh, they turned off. I think I remember that. Synthesis 30 was having some gremlins at that event. I think Megatron takes the fight against Emulsifier. I feel bad for who has to fight Emulsifier in the loser's part, but Waddles, Vorion. I think this might go to Vorion. Vorion, and then what I put Waddles. I think I might have closed out Waddles. Oh, there we go. Oh, Waddles. Nah, I think Waddles beats Vorion. Who do I have beating Waddles? Either way. Alright, Lil Lash. Okay, that makes sense. Waddles wins that one. What did I skip? Dead Rise versus Jump Rope. I think that's going to Dead Rise. And get rid of Jump Rope. Synthesis 30 and Kill Switch. That's going to Synthesis. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to go back and switch this one. Because before they... I think I'm going to swap that one. But I will have Colossal Avian. I think I'll go Colossal Avian beating Kill Switch. Kind of felt like Kill Switch was just barely getting by in some of their fights. I can remove Kill Switch from my thing. Undercutter config. Kill Switch does? Wait, who has an undercutter config? A lot of robots we're talking about, and I'm trying to move through these quick because I am kind of behind. Oh, Kazal Light. Yeah, I know about Kazal Light. Versus Undertaker. Yeah, I think this is going. I think it's going to Kazal Light. Kablooey Tango. And we got Kratos. We got 2 horizontals, but I don't know. I feel like Kablooey Tango's been kind of all over the place and didn't get much fighting time, which is kind of why I'm leaning. They don't have a good win record though. Kratos. I don't know. I think Kablooey Tango's a little bit more consistent, but although Kratos hits hard. Yeah, I don't think the thing is I think Synthesis 30 is a powerful robot. I just don't think it's super consistent. Not as consistent as some other robots. I'm gonna go with Kablooey Tango. Emulsifier versus Goose. I think I'm going. Yeah, I think I have to go Emulsifier on this one. I can't have Emulsifier going 0-2. Yeah, they have only a couple fights, so. Okay, we still got. Oh, we have Undertaker and Macabot. Undertaker, we got like 15 versus Macabot. Yeah, I think this one's not beat as good a robot, so I'm gonna have to go with Undertaker. Okay, now we do the next round. Now we're okay. So we got the group phase done, and we're to the last whatever. Ares and Dead Rise. So we're single elimination now. I don't think Dead Rise is able to beat Ares. Ares is going pretty far. And Dead Rise is not going to be the one to beat him. Sorry. Phenomenon and Colossal Avian. Yeah, I don't know if Colossal Avian... I think Colossal Avian has been... Yeah, Ares is definitely making at least top 4. I think this ends up going possibly Phenomenon's way. Yeah, because I don't... It's beaten robots like Dead Rise, but... Yeah, I think this goes Phenomenon's way. Kazal Light, Kablooey Tango. I think this goes to Kazal Light. I think Kablooey Tango is going to get pushed around a bunch. Unless they get lucky, but... Got Little Lash. And Emulsifier. I feel like every fight that Emulsifier has is like brutal. They've lost Ares, Kazal Light since it's 30. They have lost before. I've fought T-Pose before. I think T-Pose is the only Toby robot I've fought is T-Pose. And because that was at I fought T-Pose with Bigfoot at Bots and Brews. And it was a fight for 3rd, and I ended up winning it. Little Lash. The problem is so many of... You know what? I think Little Lash loses. A lot of these are by... Like, these best ones are by forfeit. I think Emulsifier takes it. Yeah, the only one I've fought is T-Pose. So that takes out Little Lash. We got Chonk Eve and Anxiety. I think this ends up... Yeah, that's got to go in Chonk Eve's way. That's an easy one. Chonk Eve is... Jubilee and Synthesis 30. Are these... Because these aren't the same band. I feel... I don't know. I feel like Jubilee's made it a little bit further than they should have already. So I think we're going to have Synthesis 30 for this one. But... Megatron and Undertaker? I think that's going Megatron's way. Oh, for some reason I thought I got rid of... I think I got rid of Emperor. I don't think I need that. Red Storm versus Waddles. I think we're going Red Storm. This may just feel... Oh, Waddles is ranked pretty high, but Red Storm? It beat Waddles before. Yeah, I think we're going Red Storm. Okay, now we're at a lot of the good ones. I think Ares definitely takes this one over Phenomenon. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Phenomenon, gone. Kazal Light versus Emulsifier. I think Emulsifier can beat Kazal Light. Have they fought? It's lost to Kazal Light. So maybe I do go Kazal Light. Because I actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if Emulsifier can hit Kazal Light. Because I've seen Emulsifier struggle to hit robots, like small, like. So I think that Kazalite is exactly what Emulsifier doesn't want to fight. I think I do go Kazalite there. Oh, I realized I'm missing some. It's Chonky versus... Oh, Chonky decimates Synthesis 30. Synthesis 30 is not consistent enough. If the thing is about Synthesis 30, like, it's a good robot, and I don't think it actually makes it this far, but it's hard to determine which robot it will, like, falter at, if that makes sense. I feel like Jubilee could have beat it, Colossal AV, like, a lot of these could have beat it, but I feel like 51% of the time it won a lot of those fights. But against Chonkeeve, no, I don't think it's not consistent enough to survive those hits from Chonkeeve. Megatron versus Red Storm. We've seen this matchup before. This was at the final one for June, and I think Red Storm barely won. And that was after, like, JMO had to, like, go grab the other copy of it and everything. I think Red Storm, it was, like, debatable whether Red Storm should have even won that judge's decision, but I think Megatron ends up taking it if they have to fight again. I could be wrong. But I think when they fight again, it's gonna go Megatron's way. Ares versus has Ares fought? Because I didn't have any open Ares' page. I do think it's funny that a lot of the robots that I have going very far are ones I haven't looked up. You think Red Storm? I don't know. I mean, they could, but he was he, like, a lot of fights he was, like, barely getting through it. It's lost against Kazalite. They've only fought Kazalite once, but I don't know. I don't want to see Kazalite go all the way to the end, but because it's not terribly interesting to watch. I think they might have something figured out. I don't know. It was in March. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Ares. Then we got Chonky versus Megatron. I don't think Megatron beats Chonky. I think what ends up happening is that I think it, like, Chonky would wear Megatron down. There's no way that I end up being right about any of these, because what's Chonky ranked? Number 2. I mean, I'm pretty. I have the number 1 and the number 2 robots in the top 2, which feels pretty lame, but I guess they're that way for a reason. Chonky and Ares, have they fought? I'm on Chonky, but on Aaron. Have they not fought? Nope, they have not fought. Because Aries has had more events this year. It's only been getting better. Chonk Eve, they did one event this year, but that was back in February. There's no way this fight doesn't break the goddamn cage, though. You know what? We're just gonna. I think I'm going Chonk Eve. The Chonk. We're gonna just zoom out in case you want to take any screenshots, but this is what I'm locking in for the 30s, and then we're gonna move on to the 12s. Oh, control. I didn't want to close that. Fuck. I think it's still saved though. Hopefully it's saved. Whatever. If it isn't, fuck it. Now we're going into 12s. I don't know a lot of these 12s. Did I put this as... Interesting. I don't remember writing this. I might have messed with it. Xenomorph. Although let's look at Caldera 12. I know more about Caldera than I do Caldera 12. Xenomorph. From Hedda. Maximite. Doesn't look like Xenomorph does well against horizontals. So I think I go Caldera 12 on this one. Xenomorph, we're gonna do what's there. Psycho versus the Invisible. So Psycho is JMO's bot versus the Invisible Hand. Not looking good for Invisible Hand in my book, so I'm gonna go with Psycho because I don't know what Invisible Hand is. Sorry. Son of Cram. This sounds familiar. Another Peter Bar versus Budget Boy. Oh yeah, we got a budget robot. Did halfway decent versus Son of Cram. Although I think we go Son of Cram on this one. Cameron. Or Carmine, I guess. And Battle Tots. It's kind of, it always throws me off because so many of these robots have 3-pound versions, and I often think about their 3-pound versions. And I have to remember, no, this is a different robot. Got different records. 15. I'm not a huge fan of Battle Tots. I don't know. So Carmen, I think, is a really good, pretty good robot. Been around a while. Okay. It's Cherry versus Steggy. I'm not sure. I've never heard of Cherry. Is Steggy Steggy, is that the same robot or is it a multi-bot? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Cherry, even though it's ranked 14th. I do think it's funny that yeah, Carmine is, I think, the 3-pound version, which was in what I was thinking about in my brain. I think Cherry has it, even because I'm not familiar with like either of these. So we'll just go with who's ranked higher, especially when it's that different. Buzzkill. Oh, okay, we're not there yet. Sievert. We got a mid cutter and Adamant Barrage. Sievert. Pretty decent. Oh, I'm not a fan of Adamant Barrage. Oh, okay, Steggy is... I'm not a fan. I feel like Adamant Barrage is such a lanky, and it like gets stuck in weird positions. There was like some events where it like barely worked. I'm an adamant barrage hater. The invisible hand. I think we go with Budget Boy because I don't know what the heck the invisible hand is. Full Court versus Turo. Turo Jr., sorry. I feel like this is going to end up going to Full Court. Because there's no way that Turo Jr. ends up getting a bite on a Full Court. Grim Reaper 12. Robocat? I'm not familiar with Robocat. Probably going Grim Reaper 12, but... Oh, yeah, I've seen this robot. It's that shape. These two haven't fought, but... I think we go Grim Reaper 12. Because I don't know if this is beat... It's beat, I guess, Larg. Larg doesn't have that much experience. Yeah, I think we're going with Grim Reaper. Minun and Plusle, the Pokemons versus Torrent. Leaning toward Minun and Plusle, but I got a Pokemon boys. They've beaten Torrent before, and they're ranked higher, so I feel like I have to go with Minun and Plusle. Void and Melodus. I don't remember this robot. It's beaten Adamant, lost to Psycho. This one looks like it could go halfway decent, but Void? Done a lot of events. These guys haven't fought each other, but I don't know. When I don't know what they are, it's like I guess I'll just go with whoever's seated higher, especially with seated 5th. How is it seated 5th and I don't remember what it is? I guess that's just 12th. We got Huge. This is 12. I feel like Huge is kind of built to fight robots shaped like Synthesis 12. So I think we go with Huge on this one. We're going to go over here. Slam Plan versus Caldera 12. Have they fought? Has he fought, what am I looking? Slam Plan? Because I feel like Slam Plan, it lost against Slam Plan last year. But I feel like, I don't know, unless Glenn's got some planned for Slam Plan, but it was a tap out. I feel like Caldera 12 is not nearly as dominant as apparently there was a loss already there, but I never did Toro Jr. and Robocat for some reason. Oh, wait, because it's the loser from somewhere else. Okay. Robocat. Robocat. I think I'm going with the Toro. Maybe? Yeah. Torrent. Toro Jr. Yeah, I think I'm going to... I'm going with Toro Jr. Going with the Brazilians on this one. Yeah, versus Robocat. I don't have the lead. Do I have to do it? Did I lose? Okay, and then we got Psycho versus Son of Cram. Do I think... Okay, Son of Cram is 11th, but Psycho is... I hate when... I'm trying to do... Oh wait, no, I already found Psycho. Right here. Psycho, pretty terrifying. Have they fought Son of Cram? They've not fought Son of Cram. I don't know. They are ranked 10th and 11th. I don't know. I feel like I have to go with JMO, I guess. Even though it obviously could go the other way. But... Promheta versus Carmen. I think I have to go with Promheta. Just a more dominant robot. I don't know if Psycho is going to win the whole thing, though. Minor Threat 5 versus Cherry. This is mine and plus light just accidentally cut down. Yeah, I don't know. Have they fought Cherry? Nope, they haven't. I think I have to go Cherry on this, or not Cherry, Minor Threat 5. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like... Buzzkill and Sievert. I think against Sievert, I have to go with Buzzkill. I mean, it is the number 1 seed. You're going to need coming at him better, something other than that. Budget Boy and Caldera 12. I do think Caldera 12 does beat Budget Boy. Have they fought? No, they didn't fight, but I think that goes Caldera 12's way. Full Court versus Grim Reaper 12. I don't see Grim Reaper 12 having the gumption to take out Full Court. Son of Cram and Xenomorph. They fought? They haven't. Although I think Son of Cram might end up taking... Oh, look. Because who has beat Xenomorph? Maximizer and Buzzkill. Which are two very high-ranking robots, so I'm actually going to go Xenomorph on this one. Because of who those losses are. Versus Son of Cram. So, yeah. I have Xenomorph beating Son of Cram. Maximizer and Minus and Plusle. They fought? No, actually. But I have I'm a Maximizer stan, so we're gonna go with that. I got Carmen and Steggy. I do think this goes the Carmen's way, though. Void and Huge. I forgot what Void is. I don't think... Void, have they fought? I just don't... It's just wild to me that Void is so high ranked, yet I don't know who the heck it is. I think I'm going Huge on this one. Which feels weird. I feel like Void should be doing better, but... Oh yeah, that one by a tap out. Oh, Cherry and Battletoads. Has Cherry fought Battletoads? They haven't fought much, but I think Battletoads might end up beating them. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. They've lost against Huge and Torrent. Nah, I think I have to go. I don't think I have Battletoads winning it. Okay, now we got... Yeah, I had Void losing. We got Sievert and Toro Jr. I'm trying to remember much about Sievert. 18 versus, what'd I say? Toro Jr. They lost to Maximizer, and they've lost to Slam Plan and Buzzkill. Those are 3 really good bots versus Seaver, who they lost to. Slam Plan, I guess that's also a good one. Huge. They don't like big bots, apparently. Oh, I do remember that fight against Slam Plan. I think I go... Oh, we got... Yeah, because Sievert is like 8. Toro Jr. I think I go Sievert. No, actually, no. I'm... Because did they fight? 1 second. I may change my mind. You know, I think I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to go Toro Jr. Yeah. Grim Reaper versus Adamant Barrage. I'm going Grim Reaper. Don't have much faith in Adamant Barrage. Mine and Plusle versus Meldonis. Kind of forgot who Meldonis was, so I'm probably leaning towards Mine and Plusle. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Mine and Plusle. Void and Torrent. I already forgot Torrent. 23rd. And they're going against Void. Do they fight? First thing I'll check. There's so many 12s I don't know. I think I'm going to lean towards Void on this one, though. Okay, now we're into our single elimination bracket. So we got... Oh, we can get rid of Keller. Slam Plan versus Toro Jr. I think Slam Plan takes that. I don't think Toro Jr. is going to be the one to take them out. I think I've already gotten rid of it at some point. Make sure I'm not missing it. Oh, I forgot Keller tells to it. Psycho versus Grim Ripper. I think Psycho takes Grim Ripper 12. Have they fought? Yeah, Rom Hedda versus yeah, Mine and Plusle. They haven't fought. Why do I not have my Rom Hedda open? Mostly because they haven't had to fight much. I don't remember picking that, but because who are they? Yeah, Mining and Plusle. Have they fought other? Some of their recent losses: Xenomorph, Full Court, Remember yet. I think Mining and Plusle have already gone pretty farther. I think I do go Prom Hedda. Minor Threat 5 and Void. You're going against Void. I don't. Is Void and they fought? Because first we're gonna. Yeah. Fuck. I don't. There's so many of these 12s. I'm like, who the hell is this? Lost against Full Court. Slam Plan. Full. I think I'm going Minor Threat 5. They seem to only lose against weird bots. So that makes me lean towards Minor Threat 5. Okay, so we got Buzzkill versus Caldera 12. I think Buzzkill takes this because Caldera 12 does not have the same je ne sais quoi that the 3-pound does. Xenomorph versus Full Court. These two fought. Weirdly enough, they haven't. Because I mean, I've been looking at Full Court. I need to look up Full Court because I've typically been. Oh, I didn't mean it. There we go. Because I know Full Court's up there. It's really hard to say who wins this one. Yeah, no, I think maybe Full Court loses this one. I have Xenomorph going a weirdly far, but yeah, I'm gonna have Xenomorph take this one. I think they can beat Full Court. Maximizer and Carmen. I do think Maximizer ends up taking this one, though. That might be some bias, but... When did they beat Maximizer? Oh, they beat Maximizer several years ago. So, yeah, I think this is going to Maximizer. Huge and Cherry. Sorry for that. They haven't fought much. Not sure. Cherry just somehow snuck this far in, so I'm going Huge, I think. Okay, now we're into the quarterfinals. Slam Plan and Psycho. I don't think Psycho can beat Slam Plan. Have they fought? I don't think Slam Plan. I don't think Psycho's who can beat Slam Plan. So this is why I don't have Psycho going all the way. Because I have them losing the Slam Plan. Because I also don't think Psycho is JMO's best bot. I don't know. I think Maximizer might be able to might have a plan to beat Slam Plan. Get rid of some of these robots they have up here. Minor Threat High at 5 and Promheta. Promheta 4, Thurston Minor Threat 5. I think who has beaten. I think I'm going Minor Threat 5 on this one. Buzzkill and Xenomorph. I think this is where Xenomorph ends up not making it. I think because Xenomorph's only really lost to really good bots, but Buzzkill is one of those really good bots that I think could be. Yeah, but I think Maximizer may have something planned for. Like, I think there might be. I know Jake has been working on something new for Slam Plan. So it's not just that it beat him before, but... And so because of that, I think that Maximizer beats Huge if no one else beats Huge. Mostly, I think I have Huge going so far is because in Huge's part of the bracket, there's not many horizontals. And I think that's what would be really good against Huge. Slam Plan versus Minor Threat 5. I don't know if Minor Threat 5 is the one that I don't know if they have a plan to beat Slam Plan. So I don't know. So I think I have them losing that one. Although Buzzkill and do I think Maximizer can beat Buzzkill though? Okay, have they fought Maximizer? Oh, they haven't fought since like 2023. That doesn't even mean anything anymore. Ugh. They lost in June against Carmen. Maximizer. They've beaten Slam Plan in May. They lost to Huge. Man, Jake's got to have, like, at this point, Prometa. Okay. Slam Plan. 3 of his last 4 losses were against big-wheeled robots, but against the Buzzkill though. It's a tough one. Somehow they've never fought the 2 and 3 seed. I like how the last 5 fights are both wins. And you know what? I'm going to go with Maximizer. Could be wrong. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to actually have a poll. Who do I think of these? You know, I'm going to have actually of the last 4. We're going to... I'm sorry, I'm doing a poll. It takes frickin' ever. Oh my god, really? Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick though while I do the poll. I'm back. We're right back. Grand back. Oh, everybody thinks it's Slam Plan. Okay. I'm not surprised. I still think I'm still going to Maximizer though. Even though I was kind of curious what you guys thought. Only 2 of you voted. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now we can move on to okay, now we need to go. Going to zoom out. That way we can see it. And then we're going to move on to the 3-pound bracket. Okay. Elytra and Cold Snap. Actually, I was messing with this earlier. That's why it has losses. I mean, I could definitely be wrong. There's a lot. There's no way my bracket's going to be accurate. There's going to be a bunch of upsets. I also don't think that Jake is just going to like do the same thing. It sounds like he has something else planned. Elytra and Cold Snap. Think Cold Snap wins? Because I know Elytra is pretty terrifying. Elytra has torn the crap out of Hodag. Yeah, when your loss is against Jelly Baby. They were at the same event, weren't they? When they qualified? October. Yeah, and Cold Snap. They both lost to Jelly Baby, which is not super helpful. Although, when was Battle of the Backwoods? Yeah, I think Cold Snap might take it. It's pretty good, even though I'm a fan of Elytra. But yeah, there's a wild matchup. Chainsaw Kitty and Anubis. I'm always surprised how well Anubis does. I think that goes to Chainsaw Kitty with Anubis. Yeah, because I don't remember what the driver of Cold Snap's from, but because I think he's definitely been to Midwest events. Red Panda versus Strike Point. There are so many. Yeah, that's kind of huge. Strike Point. Scar. Okay. I think I'm going Red Panda. Got a bit of a longer track record. More events. So it's always hard to tell because I know there's events, especially when you get to 3 pounds, there's a bunch of events outside of NHRL that I may or may not know of. Like Elytra, I know of a bunch of events it's been to outside of NHRL, but if it's not a Midwest robot, I'm like, ugh. Because at least 12s and 30s, NHRL is most of the events they've been to. Sad Octopus, I know, is done pretty well. Pine Victus. I'm leaning towards Sad Octopus. Although it's beaten Sad Octopus the one time they fought. Although, yeah, that was early in this year. Well, that's JD. It's hard to say. You think Strike? The thing is, I don't know much about Strike Point. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Sad Octopus because I've seen it do well. Like, I've seen it in action. Because their most recent losses are against Cold Snap, Silent Spring, which are both terrifying. Yes, Upright, but that was last year. This year, loss against Caldera and Jelly Baby. I'm trying to think of who they've some of their fight, who they fought. Usagi. I think I'm going towards Fine Victus. Based on, like, their who they've fought. Comet and Murphy's Law. I feel like Murphy's Law did better than he expected it to do. Comet? The thing is, so many of these, like, four-wheel drive verts, I'm like, shit, which four-wheel drive vert is it? A lot of these robots blend in my brain into one robot. Lost to Project Liftoff in Elytra. Oh, Strike Point. Interesting. They lost to Abyss. I think it ends up going to Comet. Because they had a wild day in June. It was insane. But I don't know. I'm going off of that being kind of fluke. Silent Spring and Counterpunch. I don't know what Counterpunch is. Another two-wheel drive vert, of course. They made it to the final in March, and that's their only event. Huh. They're pretty good bots, Jackalope and Throngler. But then we got it was Silent Spring though. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. I've been not sure how Silent Spring has done recently. Lost to the Wall in the round of 16 in November. And beat. Oh, I didn't realize you got a dumpster. Yeah, I think we'll go with Silent Spring. At least this time. Monkfish and what the fuck is Radix? I don't know. Oh, it's I've heard of this one. I don't know why I thought it looked different than that. I think I have to go with Monkfish. Monkfish. It was at the same event in June, and it came and Monkfish was a lot closer to Caldera in that event. Anubis and Strike Point. I think I might have a Strike Point on this one. Beating Usagi. Oh, I didn't realize it fought Cold Snap. Was that at the Tennessee event? I definitely have I'm definitely gonna have Monkfish going pretty far. Anubis. I don't think I have Anubis going that far. Yeah, I think this is where Anubis loses to Strike Point. I don't know. I think I might be biased against Anubis because the first time I've seen that robot, it was at a event in Chicago and it like couldn't pass safety. So that was like, I don't know. So like I'm like, oh, I have like a negative connotation with that robot because I'm like, oh, it wasn't able to pass safety that one time. Yeah. Project Liftoff. Oh, this has... It's funny how this has like a whole everything about it. Wait, is this a... Because this is a wiki, right? Does that mean you... Did they fill it out themselves? Because if this is a wiki... Should I be editing Hodag's page? On the... Oh, we'll go to that later. I'm not going to get distracted. It does hit pretty hard, and it has done pretty well. Have they fought? Project. So Sir Slicey did beat them in November, so I think I have to go Sir Slicey. The Wall Part 2 and Jackalope. I do like Jackalope as a robot. Not just because it shares a name, not just because I have a robot named Jackalope. But even though it does look kind of boring, I think I like that as a little lifter. Although I have a feeling it's gonna go to the wall. The wall is... Yeah, Project Liftoff is definitely a good robot. It's hard to imagine a Melty Brain doing much better. I think the wall takes this because its most recent losses are against Jelly Baby and Sir Slicey. While Jackalope, it's like, who's power on? And Repeater. I mean, Repeater is an actual good robot. Chaos Upright. I think I have to go. Basics? What? I'm always surprised. I'm surprised they're 3 pounds. They never like basics. Who the heck is this? They did 5 events this year, and I don't. What? What? I mean, how do I not know who this is? Wild. Apparently they did pretty well in February. But then went to events after that and didn't do so hot. But beat Pipeline Punch. Mag? Mag doesn't have a picture, so I don't know. Lost to Mako, beat a bunch of robots. Yeah, I think I'm going with basics. How? I'm surprised that there's robots in... Because, like, you have to win a lot of fights to win in the Beatles. Yeah. I'm just surprised that, like, because you have to do a lot of fights to qualify, so it's kind of weird that it didn't... Okay, so now we got Counter Punch. We got Counter Punch and Murphy's Law. Make sure they haven't actually fought. Counter Punch beat Jackalope, which is a pretty good one. Lots of impact though. Murphy's Law lost to Sad Octopus, Red Herring, Unga Bunga. Turbo. This is a tough one. I'm going with Murphy's Law just because I know the builder personally. So, not like closely, but I've met him a couple times. I fought Dollar Store Punch, but I don't have him going that much farther. But I think in to me is already a toss up, I'm going to go with Murphy's Law. Impact and Nitro Hornet. Oh, and the number 9 robot. Okay, this is an event. Oh, wait, I didn't realize Counter Punch made so that. How the heck? What? Nitro. Yeah, I think against Nitro Hornet, I'm gonna go with Impact. Yeah. I didn't look at... That's a lot of fights to have that low of a win record. Although they didn't do anything in 2024. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Impact. Also because I've heard of Impact. Vapor Trail. Bean Supreme. Vapor Trail might be favored in this one. Lost to Jelly Baby. Beat Repeater. That's a big deal. Bean Supreme refried. Interesting. So I guess apparently in April, April, they fought a bunch of robots I never heard of until they hit Caldera, which makes me thinking Vapor Trail. I just had to it wasn't so much. I had to familiar myself with Being Supreme. I wasn't familiar with them. Okay. Jelly Baby and Cold Snap. Cold Snap lost the last time. But do we think Cold Snap is going to be able to come up with something to fight Jelly Baby? Because they have to, right? Because I know Undercutters have have the option to be able to like have a sharper blade, which might be able to do something against Jelly Baby. But it was really struggling when it did fight it. I don't know. Because it is really one-sided. Yeah. I think unless Cold Snap is able to get... I think unless Cold Snap comes with something specific for Jelly Baby and something that actually works. But I think also, because the thing that Cold Snap would have to bring is like a sharpened blade, and I feel like they're going to end up getting stuck, which is exactly what Jelly Baby wants. Oh, Project Liftoff and Jackalope. Forgot to do this one. I'm guessing Project Liftoff, because I feel like Project Liftoff has made a lot of, like, it's done a lot recently. Like, in the last event, I feel like it was showing a lot of growth. So I think even if it doesn't have the highest win record, I think it's, like, it's been doing better over time. Like, because it doesn't have a high win record, but the wins, I think, are, I guess, kind of recent. And I don't think Jackalope, because Jackalope has multiple weapons, I don't know if it's built. I think it might end up losing that war of attrition against Project Liftoff. Chainsaw Kitty and Red Panda. Now I need to be looking at specifics on Red Panda. First off, have they fought Chainsaw Kitty? Recently, I think. If it's in... They fought Chainsaw Kitty last year. Well, whoa, they beat him last year? I mean, they beat him last year. That makes me kind of think... Well, because where's Chainsaw Kitty and all this? Oh, did I not click? I don't think I clicked on I didn't open up Chainsaw Kitties. 11th. I think I'm gonna go with Red Panda on this one. I feel like this year Chainsaw Kitty has not been... I guess they did win a dumpster this year, but... Yeah, I forgot Chainsaw Kitty had a dumpster this year. Yeah, I think I'm going Chainsaw Kitty. I almost went Red Panda's way, but then I was like, no. I changed my mind at the last second. Repeater and Pine Victus. Repeater did well last year, but I feel like Repeater has not done as well this year as it did last year. At least slightly. Yeah, because it's done it's had less events and it's had more losses than last year. Because against Pine Victus. I think, yeah, maybe against Pine Victus, I think it might go Repeater's way. Yeah, I think against Pine Victus that. Okay. Oh, I didn't know. I forgot to do Nitro Hornet and Bean Supreme. We got, number 63 versus the number 39. Now we're leaning towards Bean Supreme, but plus, I'm trying to think of some of the. Then we got, unless Nitro can impress me with their recent. No, we're going Bean Supreme. Sorry. Okay. We gotta go this side again. Monkfish and Caldera. They fought at the final in June, and it went Caldera's way. I'm gonna ask this is one I'm gonna ask the crowd for this one. Winner. Monkfish and Caldera. Because this one's going to be a close one. Caldera and Monkfish. Because I was there for that fight. Yeah, because, I mean, if we're going based on historical, like, probably going Caldera. But that was a close fight. You know, if they did repeat it again, I could easily see Monkfish winning. Yeah, I think if I'm trying to be correct, I think I go Monkfish, but all right, Caldera, I mean. I don't know, Caldera's at a couple events. True, but I feel like at a couple of Caldera's events, it's has weapon. Okay. I feel like it's had its weapon go down in a couple fights, though. I don't know. It's because even though it beat Monkfish, I don't think it's set in stone. We're gonna end the poll. Oh, we have only one vote. You know, I'm gonna go Monkfish just to be different. It did win a dumpster this year, didn't it? It won a dumpster to beat Monkfish for the dumpster. In June. Caldera did win a dumpster. I'm gonna be. I do think me picking Monkfish is going against the grain, but I'm picking Monkfish in that one. I could be wrong, obviously. Like, I'm probably gonna be wrong anyways, but I may as well be interesting about it. Cold Snap and Strike Point. I don't know. I really like Cold Snap as a robot. Like, I don't know much about the guy. Actually, I don't know anything about the guy, but I like the robot. The ant weight I'm making is kind of similar to Cold Snap. I wish I knew more about Strike Point, because I'm guessing. Because I don't know, because it says Scar. I'm pretty sure Strike Point is. I'm gonna go to RCE and look up what Strike Point has done, because I don't know. This is the thing about when you get to 3 pounds, is that a lot of these ones. A lot of the 3 pounds have done a lot of events outside of NHRL. Oh. So Scar, I think I don't know anything about Scar. It apparently did a lot in. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Cold Snap in this case. Sir Slicey versus the Wall. Sir Slicey has beat the. Because they beat the Wall and it was. They beat the Wall and it was. Oh, it was a JD, so that's kind of a close one. But. I'm kind of leaning Sir Slicey on this one, but. Red Panda. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Elytra. Going against Red Panda. Do I think Elytra can. I accidentally closed it. Do I think Elytra can beat Red Panda? I know Elytra is not favored on paper. Oh, I'll check Red Panda on RCE. It's Red Panda done other events? WPI. It hasn't been to many events outside of NHRL. They're just going based off of NHRL. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Again, losing a jelly baby. I'm trying to remember what else Elytra has done other than disassemble Hodag this year. Oh, I didn't realize it won Michigan mashup, Buckeye Bash, NHRL. Oh, when did they add the? Because I didn't notice that before they weren't adding the qualifiers to RCE. DRC presents their intent. Apparently, they didn't do so well in Tennessee. Oh, it is weird that they have the March one when they didn't qualify, or whichever one this was. That was March. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Red Panda. It feels like the boring choice, but no. You know what? We're gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna stand with my MRCA robots. So I'm gonna go with Elytra. At least as far as I can. Yeah, I did think that was surprising, but that's a very different matchup than going against Red Panda. I wouldn't be surprised if the judges are biased against Hookem. Basics? I think Mako beats Basics. Based on some of these performances. Pine Victus and Murphy's Law. I think that goes Pine Victus's way. Yeah, I think we're going Pine Victus on this one. Oh, man, I really... Impact and Vapor Trail. Yeah, I mean, what they were doing did work, though. I think I'm leaning towards Impact, but I'm trying to remember Vapor Trail. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Impact in this one. Yeah, Impact's beat some scary bots. Then we gotta circle back. Caldera and Project Liftoff. I think I have to go Caldera with this one. Caldera's I mean, I had them. Yeah, we're going Caldera on that one. Chainsaw Kitty and the Wall versus Radix. Oh, I have to remember who the Wall. The Wall. Because Radix is a horizontal, isn't it? Did I delete some of the ones after the first loss? Oh, there we go. Because this is a. I feel like against a horizontal. Yeah, Caldera and Project Liftoff. That watching Caldera fight Monkfish and then watching them fight Project Liftoff, that would be intense. I don't know. I feel like this is the sort of thing that the Wall might be keen to fight with that big wedge in the front. So I think that goes to the Wall. Mostly because that's like, I think exactly the sort of robot they want to fight is a horizontal. Even if it is an undercutter. Unless the like spinner goes lower than I think it does, but. Yeah, exactly. Basics versus Bean Supreme. I think this is going to Basics. I think Bean Supreme ended up going this far mostly based on who they're matched up in my bracket. Comet and Silent Spring. Now I gotta remember who Comet is. Yeah, I don't think Comet is taking this one. Wait. No, wait. I meant to do a loss here. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to close them out. Whoops. I need to look at that later. Vapor Trail and Mag. Oh, we got two robots I don't know. No. That repeater win, though, is just like staring me right in the face. Yeah, it's silent for that one. Mag. I don't know. They've made it to the round in 32 both times they went to. Lost a makeup. Although these ones this is leaning me towards Vapor Trail. Get rid of Mag. Bye, Mag. Okay. And then we still got to do Comet and Sad Octopus. I'm leaning towards Sad Octopus because. Wait. Oh, I forgot Comet is actually ranked number 8th. Polywhip. Lost Elytra. Yeah, I think I'm going with Sad Octopus over Comet. Okay, now we're into the single elimination bracket. You think Comet? I mean, I know it's ranked 8th, but I feel like Sad Octopus, a lot of the fights have been harder fights. Just based on a lot of the robots that Sad Octopus has fought. Jelly Baby and Caldera. I don't see Caldera beating Jelly Baby. Yeah, I don't see this one going down that way. Yeah, do I need to... Maybe I should be... Yeah, Jelly Baby and... Yeah, because Jelly Baby just gets underneath them and makes one sad. Makes everyone sad. There we go. Chainsaw Kitty in the Wall, though. Yeah, that's exactly the the high-ranked robot that Jelly Baby wants to make. Chainsaw Kitty in the wall. I don't think they've fought before. Yeah, it's not exactly the best to watch. Try to see if how I think the wall would do. I think this is going. I think this one I'm leaning towards Chainsaw Kitty versus the wall. So I think I'm going Chainsaw Kitty. Repeater and basics. I mean, how was Repeater done this year, though? Thing is, Repeater to... Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Jelly Baby. And I'm curious how Jelly Baby would do at an MRCA event, because I feel like a lot of MRCA robots are a lot more agile than some like NHRL robots. So I don't know if it would be able to win in the same way. I don't know. I feel like the Repeater has not done well this year. So I think I'm going basics. That's also a that's also an ant weight. Silent Spring and Vapor Trail. I think Vapor Trail. Yeah, I don't. Hard to not go Silent Spring. Yeah, because I don't know. It does have that big old wedge, though. I think I'm going Silent Spring. I don't know. Maybe it's good JMO bias, but Monkfish and Cold Snap. I feel like they've fought before, haven't they? Not at NHRL, because didn't they fight at the Tennessee event? I don't know what Vapor Lock is. Maybe I'm wrong, Nate, because I feel like Silent Spring is not. Yeah, that's one I'm not as sure about. Is the this one? Sir Slicey versus Elytra. I'm trying to remember Sir Slicey's situation. Beat Mako. Lost to Repeater. Lost to Mako. Wait, because weren't these? No, it was October that they were. Okay, so they weren't at the same event. I don't know. Beating the wall Caldera makes me lean towards Sir Slicey. Actually, I didn't look at Monkfish's NHRL record. Oh yeah, I guess they only went to fewer events than I thought, I guess. Mako and Pine Victus. I definitely have Mako on this one. Because I don't see that have, yeah, I'm not. Oh, it did beat Mako in February, but this is a slightly different Mako. And that was their only fight, but I do think Mako ends up taking it a second time. I think I don't know if it'll, because I think the multi-bot really helping out Mako. It's almost 9 o'clock. I need to hurry up. This was not meant to take 2 hours. Impact and Sad Octopus. Impact does have a I'm going Impact on this one. Mostly because they have a dumpster. Because they had to beat Jelly Baby, Basics, Mako, they had to beat a bunch of robots that are here to get there. Oh yeah, definitely. It's always good when you can get robots that don't normally fight each other. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't end up doing that this year. Oh wow, Mag for the 3-pound. That's definitely a because I didn't have Mag going that far. Also, I'm not as familiar with Mag. Yeah, I did not have them going that far based on their record. Okay, where was I? Okay, we're in the quarterfinals. Sorry, I'm trying to go quicker because it's almost 9 o'clock. This is longer than these usually take. Okay, Chainsaw Kitty and Jelly Baby. Have they fought before? We're gonna go. I think it'd be easier to look at Jelly Baby's record to see if they fought before. I don't think they've fought before. Can Chainsaw Kitty beat Jelly Baby? Because they've somehow never fought before. Because Chainsaw Kitty doesn't have wheel guards. And I think Chainsaw Kitty would be easier to get out of... Although I was looking, the Mag had not as hard of matchups as some of these other robots though that qualify. Yeah, I feel like Chainsaw Kitty. I think just to break the Chainsaw Kitty, because Jelly Baby isn't bulletproof, and I think Chainsaw Kitty doesn't have to destroy Jelly Baby; it just has to knock it around enough. And I think Chainsaw Kitty, because it doesn't have wheel guards, because so many NHRL robots have wheel guards that they end up getting are easy to high center. I think Chainsaw Kitty can get out of it more. There's a lot of conversation going on. I don't know. I think the gyro would allow Chainsaw Kitty to get off of Jelly Baby, though. That's what I'm saying. I kept forgetting I still have basics in here. I think I have Silent Spring beating basics. I had basics going pretty far already for this matchup. Yeah, Jellybabe versus Chainsaw Kitty. That's a rough one. Monkfish versus Sir Slicey. Oh, Monkfish. Have they fought? Because they didn't. The thing is, Monkfish hasn't competed much, but Sir Slicey, though. I think Sir Slicey would win this one. I think I have Sir Slicey going pretty far. Honestly, I had Monkfish going probably further than a lot of other people did, but Mako versus Impact. They fought. They beat Mako in March. I don't know. I don't think Mako is going to end up winning the whole thing. I think this is where Impact or Mako loses. If they make it this far. Okay. So we got Chainsaw Kitty and Silent Spring. Mako's gonna be Mako. Mako's gonna have Friendo at finals, from what I can tell. So, but I think even with Friendo though. But yeah, it's gonna have the mini bot. Chainsaw Kitty and Silent Spring. They fought? Have to have fought, right? How have they never fought? That's wild. Okay. So now I have to actually infer. These are like, I do think Chainsaw Kitty would win this one though. Because of a lot of the wins in February aren't. Yeah, this is going to Chainsaw Kitty. If it comes down to Silent Spring. Honestly, Silent Spring made it a little bit farther than they should in my bracket, but. Sir Slicey and Impact. I think I'm going to have Sir Slicey going all the way. Oh, Counterpunch, The Wall, Mako, Basics, Jelly Baby. But then we got Sir Slicey, who's beaten Mako, Project Liftoff, The Wall, Loopy, Caldera. And then earlier, Repeater. Or they lost the Repeater, sorry. I am going to end up with Sir Slicey. I think even if I had Mako going it to this one or winning this exchange, I think I probably went harder into picking just lazy. I think I have Sir Slicey winning the whole thing. It's late. This totally won't end up being what ends up happening, but it is what it is. I'm tired. I was like tired going into the stream and when I had dinner, but thanks for tuning in. None of these predictions will be what actually happens. I can guarantee you that. I'll be surprised if any of my 3 winners are actually who wins, but I'll see you guys next week. I'll be streaming. I'll be back to doing CAD next week. Because I know recently with like Thanksgiving and everything, I've been doing like recaps and doing like predictions and stuff. I'm gonna I haven't scheduled it yet, but at the end of the year, I'm gonna be doing. For 3 pounds, I have Sir Slicey. I guess I'll recap before I leave. For the 12 pounds. I actually have Maximizer beating Slam Plan. I accidentally closed out the 30-pound one. Give me a second. And then 30-pound, I have Chonky going all the way, actually. Beating Aries in the final. So that's how that. So Chonky for the 30s, Maximizer for the 12s, and Sir Slicey for the 3 pounds. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna end up right. These are, I mean, yeah, whatever. But yeah. Have a good night. See you guys next week, and I'll be back to working on that ant weight that I was doing. And you can tell me about, you can throw it in my face at how wrong I was at the next week's stream. See you later.